And regardless of what you think about Israeli policy in Gaza, the Hamas guys are not allowed to carry machine gun and open fire on innocent citizens during music festival. This is just the facts. So a lot of things are complicated here. A lot of people have criticized Israel for actually getting into Gaza, controlling Gaza and blocking them. Now the actual point here is it could be in idealistic form. Israel should pull out to that place. But Israel is dealing with a partner who actually wants to annihilate them. One of the goals of Hamas is to annihilate Israel. And some people say, that's a theoretical statement, that's a theoretical threat. And they don't actually mean it. But you've seen they mean every bit of what they are saying. How else can you know somebody if not from what he's telling you? And then imagine Israel without their own dome. Israel has been fired out with over 7,000 rockets. So you imagine Israel not intercepting like 90% of these rockets. And these things are fired into Israeli cities. But thank God for their own dome. Maybe this war would have escalated more than this, assuming the rockets are not even intercepted in the first place. So it's quite complicated. But to say Israel does not have the right to defend itself when rockets are fired at them, or when 1,300 civilians are killed, how do you expect them to react? Imagine, just imagine Mexico coming inside US, killing like 1,000 people and then kidnapping some people. Really, US will just go to their place and do whatever thing they can do to get back his citizens. I can remember last 2 years or thereabouts when a US citizen was kidnapped around Chad, and the Navy ship came down, neutralized all the kidnappers, and then rescued the American citizen and took the person back to US. So it's just to protect their citizens. That's why governments exist. There are a lot of forth and back. Why is Israel in Gaza? Why is Israel in Palestine trying to control them? Their neighbors are terrorists, and these people, one of their agenda is to destroy Israel. So will you allow those people to destroy you? No. And I think a lot of people just don't have the context of this whole scenario, what is playing out here. These thing people are saying Israel should get out of Gaza, Israel should be on their own. In 2005, Israel pulled out of the whole Gaza Strip. And election was conducted in that place, and these Hamas guys won. The next thing, unprovoked attack, they said attacking Israel. So what do? They have to go inside there to make sure that they keep tab on the terrorists. Well, how do you settle that? Just imagine if somebody is planning to kill you behind your house and you got hold of that. Do you run away from your house if you had the power? Don't you go and preemptively go and attack or destroy that person before the person kills you? It's a very logical something you need to. When people say, oh, Israel is occupying Gaza, okay, now they've been attacked from the northern part of the Gaza, and they are saying, oh, we need to go into that place to get rid of Hamas. What do they do? How do you expect them to react? People talk about proportionate response. How proportionate can they be in dealing with people who they don't even share the same value with? This will believe in destroying them, not only building a nation. Israel wants to build a nation and defend the nation. Then the Hamas guys want to destroy Israel. It's almost all the Arab world don't even recognize Israel as a state. Just during Donald Trump's time, there are 4: Sudan, UAE, Egypt, was the first country that actually recognized Israel as a state. Most of them don't even recognize Israel as a state. Now, the bottom line here is, if there must be peace, first of all, is that they must admit that Israel has a right to exist. And then we'll go for the two-state solution. It looks like the two of them are willing because some very hard right-leaning guys in Israel want a greater Israel. That is, taking over the whole of those Golan Heights and even the Gaza, the West Bank and the Gaza Strip, and becoming Israeli territory. But something has to be established here. Israel was never in Gaza initially. Israel was declared, there were all these low-level attacks when Israel was declared a state in 1948. But in 1967, the whole Arab came together to conquer Israel. And miraculously, Israel survived and extended their territory. That is pushing back. That's when they got the Golan Heights and some part of the West Bank. So it's been immediately after every of their wars, when they win, become victorious, they try to extend their territory. So it has always been like what they are doing in Gaza Strip now. And at the end of the day, you find out that they will not give back that territory to Palestine. But if you remember what happened the day of the attack on the 7th, a lot of them on the other side were dancing. So people saying Israel is killing civilians, yes, actually they are actually killing civilians. But this, you could say, is a collateral damage, because if Israel intentionally wants to kill civilians, they can barrage rockets into other densely populated cities inside their cities. But even before Israel strikes the building, most times they call them. According to the facts, they call most of the building owners to allow those people to evacuate from the building. Yeah, they want to strike down the building. But okay, you can see Israel asked them to leave the northern part of the Gaza to down side of the Gaza, because they feel that the Hamas guys are in the other part. Now, the issue now is people are saying a lot of civilians are dying. Yes, on both sides. I think they are more on the Palestinian side. But Palestine is also still firing rockets into Israel. Now, what is going on in the hospital now? The hospital that came on attack, actually, it's not actually the main building that got burnt, it's a parking lot. But there are a lot of misinformation saying it's actually the hospital itself, 500 people died. So the advent of social media also solves a problem and creates its own problem. So, like, from the footages of the video released by the IDF, that is Israel Defense Force, it looks like it seems like the facts are not really complete, but these are rockets were fired from Gaza. It's a failed rocket launch that landed in the parking lot of the hospital, not actually the building, but actually I don't know. They said up to 500 persons. According to the Hamas side, 500 persons died. There's also an audio released by the Israeli Defense Force showing that an intercepted record where they were talking about a rocket that was launched at the cemetery behind the hospital that failed. They landed in the hospital. So there are a lot of things going on in this world. Depending on the side where you are, on the side you support this, you're right. Either the side you support here, you could be right. There are a lot of bad things happening on both sides, and but you cannot actually. What I'm trying to say, you can actually blame Israel for reacting. You can blame them for other things, but the right to defend themselves. If you go attack me and then you go hide behind somebody and I have a gun, what do I do? Maybe trying to shoot you, then gun down the other person. So some people are listening to Mohammed Hajib, who said that Israel should go into Gaza. Israel should go into Gaza to find the Hamas terrorists. But actually that's what they are doing there. They call it occupation. That's actually what Israelis are doing in Gaza. That's what they call occupation. That Israel is inside that place trying to fight the terrorists. But they still call that one, when Israel goes inside that place now, it's a dangerous operation. And you are looking for people who are inside that place. It could be taken out at any time because the terrorists are mixed with the civilians. So what do you expect Israel to do? To go inside that place and you still complain Israel is occupying Palestine, and then when you try to use the airstrike, so Israel is killing civilians. So what do they do? What is the proportionate response? So nobody has been able from both sides to say what the proportionate response for Israel should be, but what they say is that proportionate response in force, that the both sides don't have a balanced force. And I don't actually think these Hamas guys thought clearly what they were trying to gain from this, or what Israel's response would be in trying also to keep people, and then keep people in knowing that Israel will react. But I don't think they thought Israel would be this merciless in terms of their reaction. There are also other theories in this matter, because Mossad, which is the intelligence unit of the Israel Defense Force, is one of the best intelligence. They have one of the best intelligence system in the world. So now, some people are asking the question: were they not aware before these guys took this operation lasted for over 6 hours before they were repaired back? So we're not that aware, and according to some of the reports, who say that the Egyptian police chief said that they informed Israel about when they saw some of their trainees inside Gaza. They informed Israel about it, but Israel did not take it serious. So some people are saying it was a trap by Netanyahu, so who wants to actually go and take more land from the northern Gaza. So like setting a trap for them and then allowing them to come and attack them, then so that they have time, a moral ground to defend. Nobody knows actually, but if actually that's the case, I don't think that would be a very big problem for the Israeli citizens, because if that's the case, that means they're using their citizens to set trap, human lives to set trap for terrorists to come inside, and then 1,000 people are dead, 1,300 people are dead, and then you start responding. Because if actually they knew there could be a kind of creative measures that should have been put in place to make sure that the casualty will not be this much, and even there will be escalation, because it will be pushed back at the border. Because from the reports, those borders are heavily guarded. The wall, they are heavily guarded. So how could they have skate and then for 6 hours? So that's another viewpoint. That's a very legitimate question to ask also. So there are a lot of things, intricacies into this. But let's pray for peace on both sides, and then pray for a two-state solution.